You feel as old as you are right now?
No, I don't actually. And funny enough, I had this conversation with my aunt and my dad a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, when you wake up and you look at yourself in the mirror and you literally just live your day to day, do you feel like you think in the way that you are, like the age that you're at? And they were like, nah, both of them said, one said 30 and the other one said 32. They talk to themselves. They feel like they are that age mentally.
They feel they are what age mentally?
30 and 32. Like that doesn't change. Like you don't get older. Like you still feel like you're just out
I
here living.
think that range
physically you feel
from like
older.
Like that range from like, let's just say 30 to 45, I think is just the most relative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're not going to remember the 20s as much once you've kind of gotten to like 60. You'll probably remember that 30 to 45 range easier. And I think you get stuck there.
I don't think I'll
but
ever
don't you think
forget
that
my 20s.
would be the same thing with any age? Like, so when you're in your 20s, you'd remember your teens more so than...
No, because you're still kind of growing. I feel like the maturity level changes a lot more from teenage to post-teenage. Whereas adulthood, that part of adulthood at least, it kind of still remains the same. Like what is changing so much between 30 and 45? All right, you got your kids and stuff like that, but that's still, it's kind of it, you know?
I mean, it could be anything though, right? Like life changes and monumentous things can happen at any time in your life.
No, I'm not saying
but
it can't.
I think that the time that I remember my age is when I'm hurt or sick. Like that's when I would remember when my age is.
It's funny you say
like,
that. Yeah.
Like that's when I'm like, oh, I'm not.
I get a cut now and that shit's lasting like 5 weeks. I'm like,
like,
what the hell's going on here? Like,
I got a paper cut that became a scar.
Bruh.
It's like, how is this
crazy,
a scar?
yo?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I swear I have a nick on like my forehead somewhere. I'm like, yo, this has been like from October last year. It's crazy.
Like this one literally is me scratching it. Like nothing happened. I just over scratch it and it's a scar now.
It's driving me bonkers.
It's embarrassing when like
the ones that I know.
My daughter,
this ain't cool.
My daughter, like she's prone, like she does a lot of crazy stuff. So she bumps her legs and knees and all that stuff, right? So she'll ask me like, oh, did that happen to you? And how did this happen? She'll point at all these scars. So I know some of these, where they're from. This one's so embarrassing to tell. It's like, yeah, I scratched it. What? Why is there a scar there from scratching it? Like, what were you doing? You got clawed? Like, what are you doing? It's weird. I don't know.
That's the one that drives me every time something happens, like, damn it.
That's when I remember my age. That's it.
I think it's the weight too. Once I start eating,
that's harder to start shedding pounds. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Trust me, I know.
That's not fun.
I could drop like 15 in 10 days type shit back in the day. Like now.
Well, remember, like every day for lunch, I'd have like poutine.
Yeah.
And wings every
day. 2-liter pops.
None.
I had
2-liter pops.
I had abs. Like all throughout high school.
Man, yo.
And that's all I ate. I had wings.
Shout out Dallas.
Yeah, so I was gonna say I'm like Dallas. I had wings and fries, or
Pizza
like
Nova.
burger and fries, or Pizza Nova. And
that's all it was.
Treat. Yeah,
the pizza deal.
Or Patty Deluxe.
$2.
Yeah. Patty Deluxe was it.
But every day.
That's gross though. When you really think about it.
When you think about it now,
it's like like I remember just.
I didn't have a vegetable.
Even before that, like middle school, it'd just be like lunch would be like one of those big cookies and a chocolate milk, and I'm good.
Is there an age that you wish you can go back to? If you could?
I time travel all the time.
Sorry,
if you could live a period of time all over again, do you know, like, is there a selected few years that you'd say I can go I'd go do that tomorrow?
I would just really like for you to elaborate on what you just said. I can't really think of an answer right now. What do you mean you time travel?
I just feel like I'm in another mindset like the whole time with age.
This guy, man.
Oh, you don't against that?
He's on something. Like, what do you mean?
So the same way, the best way to compare it is like how we were talking about David Goggins last time.
Yeah.
And he's gotten to the point where like he's making his body still function and he's just doing whatever he is regardless of the pain tolerance. And it's just more of a mental thing for him, right? Whereas a lot of other people kind of can't do that. And you'll fall apart, you'll break apart, whatever. I feel like that about age. Like when someone starts, and we just kind of did it, but when someone starts saying, oh man, I'm getting old, I don't even want to hear that conversation. Like I just go, well, I don't feel that way. Or it's like, oh yeah, my legs are hurting now because I'm getting old. It's that age. I don't believe in that stuff. You made it that age because you're teaching yourself it's that age. So to me, like, you guys get the birthday invite. I'm turning 38. All right. There's going to be a set of candles on that cake that say 38, but I'm also going to have another set that says 26. In my head, I'm remaining young. And I'm just gonna.
That's the age that I kind of want to go back to. Though.
I just want, but like, think about if you. But
it's
here's,
funny you say that.
but go back to that, right? So if you want to be 26, and I'm making all this stuff up, I'm not really reading it. I'm kind of creating it. But what would you be doing if you're 26? How would your body be reacting if you're 26? Like, there's a lot of different things, like the way that you're burning calories, or the way that you're eating, the way, like the energy component. Like, there's so many different things that you would be doing. So it's not just thinking that you're that, but like actually acting it out somewhat. Not in the foolishness department, but I mean like certain changes in lifestyle. I feel like we're a lot lazier now. We're all just lounging and doing nothing. I'll speak for myself. I'm not as active as I used to be, but I would want to do certain things that replicate that age more. Tim Ferriss talks about that. He's got this thing about, actually what we're talking about right now. You had abs. I get the age has to do with it, and like you could eat pizza and whatever, you're still fit. But in order to actually put in that effort for whatever you were doing at the gym in terms of repetition or whatever the workout drill was or the schedule it was, you could go back to that. Mind you, lifestyle, time frame, all that stuff, I get it. But he goes, man, looks at a picture. He's like, shit, I look really good here. What was I doing around this time? He's got a journal where he's actually got his whole workout listed. Goes back to doing that again, and genetically or biologically, as best as he could, he's kind of going back to how he used to look back then. So that's what I mean with that. But also more from a mental perspective. I just don't like to take in stuff about everything that's associated with being 38 or 39 or 40 or 42 or 43 or whatever. It's like, keep that to yourself. I don't need to hear that.
I think a lot of it too has to do with like the discipline. Like you're just saying, like, okay, if you go back to that. When I was at that time, like I was in every sport, and I was playing sports outside. So like I had practice before school, intramurals at lunch, after school practice, night practice, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously like that's what I was doing. Now I will make like I've done, I don't even know how many challenges for myself to see like what I can do. So the last one that I finished was like working out 100 days straight.
Dope.
Without a break. And the abs came back. Not all of them, maybe like top 2, top 4.
Whatever.
Came back.
Yeah,
but like, you know what I mean? So like, I get what you're saying. Like, I agree. If you just you also need to put in the work, but it's just now we have a lot more responsibilities and commitments than we did when we were
That's
that
a
age,
fact.
right?
I don't, like, again, this where, I'm not saying that's false. I just feel.
But you can still make time for what
exactly.
you need to make time for. So
exactly.
I get it.
Yeah. And my daughter and my son, both of them make fun of me sometimes. They'll say something random, right? We'll go for a run. We're running or whatever it is.
They run with you?
Yeah.
That's dope.
So she's like, oh, when you're older and I'm like 20, you're not going to be able to run like this and whatever. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're going to be running like this forever. And like just little things like that. I don't want them to seek in any which way. I just don't even want to like jokingly hear it.
Right.
This happens in conversations all the time where people get annoyed by the way that I respond when they say stuff like that. It's like, no, it's not happening.